Hello, everybody. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. New intro, upbeat, tempo. Show you about our football club ain't got upbeat and tempo. To my right is WestHamOnline. You know who he is. The second most hated man on Twitter currently right now. But the poll is still going on.
No, I've moved down one. Someone's been getting a lot of hate lately.
Well, whatever it is, mate. But David Moyes is going to get a lot of hate tonight, bruv. So talk to me about... That was shit tonight, Alf. No excuses, right? Let's not make out that was good. That was pony. What you saying?
4 wins on the bounce, 5 wins in 6. But tonight was very bad. We was terrible against a team that are also terrible. So that wasn't good tonight. But I saw a good tweet from Peaceful Mind. Shout out to him, elite analyst, if you're watching. 10 games in 30 days. It's all about results, not performances.
I agree. As I just do this, hold on 1 second. I agree to a point, Alf, yeah? But there also comes a time where some things are just not good enough. Right? Yep. That is not good enough, right? Do you know what I mean? And listen, me and you, like, we try and back up the team and say, you know what, it ain't as bad as what we're seeing. But tonight, I was bored out my tree, bruv. No joke. I was bored out of my nuts. Yeah. I would have been better off watching fucking Antiques Roadshow or some shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Right? Or like, what's that program on Sundays? Like Country File or something like that. Yeah. Because that was like boring. It was boring, mate. Honestly, I can't even get into the game because it was just crap, wasn't it? Let's be real. Do you know what I mean? It was, I don't know. Like, talk to me, Alf. Tell me. Like, give me something.
Well, yeah, it weren't great. It was embarrassing. But we got the win over the line, so that's all that matters.
It does matter, yeah. Obviously, the win does matter, yeah. Well, let's talk about the goal then, yeah, because that's the only decent cross we've had all night. Right, it's only right at last someone got their head on it. Do you know what I'm saying? Thomas Souček, mate, he's a goal scoring midfielder now, Alf. Like, Moyes has converted him. What are you saying about him?
Everyone's back on his side. He's got 3 winners in a row, all in the last 5 minutes of games. Mr. Souček does it again, and he deserves a round of applause for his performances this season.
Oh, yeah, I've got to be honest. If we would have drew this game tonight, I was sitting there, I was going through all the edit of this show, and I will come to everyone's comments in a minute, yeah? So please do put your comments in the chat. I was sitting there, I was going, I've got to go and sit there for an hour now, do a player ratings and talk about this piece of shit of a game. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to talk about. Like, it was that bad, yeah? Ben Rama tonight, I've seen the light. He's done. Now, I'm going to be real, yeah? I'm going to go on to a few players, and obviously we're going to do the player ratings when the other lads join us, yeah? But I'm going to be honest, Ben Rama was shit, mate. 4-0s, shite. Let's talk about Devine. He wasn't all that tonight, and I was really expecting him to do amazing things tonight, but he wasn't. He just wasn't all that. You know what I mean? What are you saying?
Yeah, his touch was shocking. People think it's like him. You're not allowed to criticise a youth player that plays. Apparently, well, you are. If they're in the team, they're there to be judged. So I don't care how old you are. Every player should be judged the same. And his touch tonight was crap. I hope he gets more opportunities. I really do.
Right.
And let's be honest, he didn't have a lot of service. But if that was Mikel Antonio or Danny Ings, well, Boyd, people wouldn't be saying that if it was Antonio. They wouldn't. They'd be saying his touch is crap. That's exactly what he's saying.
You tweeted something, and I literally looked at it, and I went, he's going to get a load of shit out for that. Right? And I thought, but he's right. His touch was bad tonight. Devine's.
It's awful.
It was bad. I can't believe I'm going to say this to you, but I actually agree with you on Ben Rama, mate. I'm going to be real. It's very hard for me to admit it now, but I watched him tonight and I thought, you can't even roast like a plumber in the Serbian league. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's something drastically wrong, mate. And people say, "Oh, get him out and get a new manager in is going to change him." I don't think it will. It does, mate. I'm going to be honest. I think he's done. I think he's done. People keep saying this shite that I keep hearing. Yeah, we've got an amazing squad. We ain't got no fucking amazing squad. Right. I'm gonna be real. Right, we ain't got no fucking amazing squad. Right, if you're telling me that's an amazing squad, we can't even beat this. Oh, we just about beat this team with our amazing squad.
It's not an
Yeah,
amazing squad. The only reason they say that is because of how much we spent, but they're forgetting the fact that most of the players that played tonight were, for example, let's talk about the two wingers. At one point in time, they were good for West Ham, Ben Rama and
great.
Fornals.
Yeah.
Now, let's be honest, they've both been really poor for a long time. That's not part of an amazing squad. Both of them, once again, crap. I'm going to, by the way, Brian P., I'll cut Divine more slack. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely. He deserves another chance, and you can't judge him too much off today. But it's also okay to say Divine, his touch was embarrassing. I mean, it genuinely was terrible.
Yeah, but we ain't got an amazing squad though, Alf. Like when you go through this team today, James Ward-Prowse today, yet again, like passenger today. Let's be honest. Like crossing was not all that, and it takes Poxy Cornet to put the ball in for a great effort. Yeah. I agree with you on Fornals. I agree with you on Ben Rama. Souček, yet again, doesn't do a lot in the game, but then scores the goal at the end. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's. And I must admit, like the tempo tonight was terrible. West Ham didn't up the tempo and go and impose themselves on this
Do you
team.
think the opposition looked good?
No, shit, mate. Mate, I'm going to be straight with you, yeah? You could go up to Benfleet, right? You could probably have a Sunday League side who would give them a good game and beat them, probably.
That's what my dad kept saying.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's just... And I'm trying to keep it together, mate, right? Because, like, I can't believe I just sat there for an hour and a half, right? And I see people complaining on Twitter they didn't go to the game. Fucking hell, going all that way to watch that. I would have gone fucking berserk, mate. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It just wasn't good. We're going to get to the play ratings in a minute. Yeah, when obviously Lucas and Clive arrive. Talk to me about Moyes, mate, because this was a game tonight where I thought, come on, Dave, you got to sort it out. This one. This is the one where, you know what I mean, you got away with it at Burnley, but when people are knocking Moyes and knocking the team and everything, I can see what they're saying. Like, especially after tonight's performance, because that was fucking dreadful, mate.
Yeah. I thought the opposition was shocking. I thought their attack was embarrassing.
Yeah.
They had more shots on target than us, though, it's fair play. But Souček, his finishing's underrated. He doesn't seem to miss too many good chances. When he gets a good chance, he seems to tuck it. Great ball into the box from Cornet, to be fair to him. And Souček arrives, flings his leg at it, good finish. Similar to his Burnley goal, very similar. That's what he's in the team to do, and that's what he's doing, to be fair to him.
See, I agree with that comment. Richard goes, it's okay, lads. Trust Tim's project. Laugh, laugh, laugh. We don't have a project. We are a very bad team. I wouldn't say we're a bad team, but when people keep saying about this squad, like we've got an amazing squad, no, we've got about a great 11 and about 2 or 3 very, very good subs. After that, that's not an amazing team. Like, do you know what I mean? Cresswell, Bonner, Ben Rama, Fornals, Ings. That's not an amazing side, mate. I'm telling you that now, or squad, so to speak. So let's like not over dramatize it, right? The 11's good. A couple of subs are decent. Other than that, crap. If I'm being honest, I don't know what else to say. Like the fans over there today, fair play to them. They went over there, they done their thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And they were singing all the way through.
Andrew Analyst has just tweeted out David Moyes, Claret and Blue Army.
Do you know what, right? Moyes is the sort of geezer at the minute, yeah. He's just getting away with it. He's like, right, he's like the geezer that like he'd go over to like Ascot or somewhere, he'd have a grand on him or something, yeah, he'd be down to his last 50 quid and he'd have like a 25-1 winner or something. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? And then he pulls all his money back. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. He's a lucky man tonight, boys. Do you know what I mean? But they're saying that some of these players are just shit. Let's be honest, right? Let's say it for what it is. Some of these players are crap and all. So, do you know what I mean? Ben Johnson tonight, he wants 70 grand a week or 60 grand a week, innit? Do you know what I mean? He ain't worth £60 a week at the minute. So, I don't know. Anything else?
Let's quickly name a few players. I thought Mavropanos at times on the ball was poor.
Yeah.
Part of Tim's project, though, so I suppose he was excellent. Creswell was horrendous. Who else played? Will Prowse didn't do a lot.
Fuck all.
Paqueta done nothing. Went missing. Couldn't find a pass. And then we come to the front three, who all of them were shocking.
I agree, mate. I agree. Like some of these players, yeah. And this is where I do look at it and I do think like people do go over the top in regard to thinking about the squad. Like I'm going to be honest, yeah. People go, "Wow, the squad." Like, look what another manager can do with this team. There's no recovery from some of these players, none. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Fornells, Ben Rama, both. Listen, we used to have arguments on this channel near you about which one was better, and then both of them were going out the door, mate. You know what I mean? But I probably get left in Serbia, the pair of them. But you know, it is what it is. Anything else you want to discuss, Alf? I was going to ask, and then we'll get to some comments and see what they got to say.
Well, on the weekend, obviously, Bowen will be back up front. Mubama didn't do enough to get a start. If Kudus is fit, Bowen will be up front. If he's not, I presume Danny Ings will be up front.
Daniel Ings, mate. It gets better, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's right. We'll play Danny Ings, win 1-0 with a late Souček header.
I know, mate. I know. Cresswell looked like he was playing in an old timers, regardless of the fact. I don't want to see him play for other reasons. He was washed. I agree, mate. I really do. There is no way we work on possession play and breaking the lines. We can't do going on in the last few games. Yeah, I must admit, yeah. Well, it's just been crap, though, isn't it? Let's be real. Like, I can't even stress enough that I've just wasted 90 minutes of my life. And some people were saying on like social media and everything, "Oh, but James, we've been like that all season." Not that bad. Not that bad. Right. I've not seen West Ham that bad all season. Right. Some games, okay, against Burnley, they can probably use that argument, but that was shit tonight, mate. And when I'm sitting here struggling to think about things to talk about, you know what I mean? We might as well make a cooking program, Alf. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, how'd you cook your scrambled eggs? I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, Alf, help me out, mate, because I am lost tonight. Really am. You know, I can't even be bothered to talk about the game, mate. It was that shit.
There's not a lot to talk about, really, in regards to the actual game. And the player ratings, I think, will be similar to that. There's not a lot to say. Everyone was crap.
Oh, everyone was crap, mate. Hammer on X. I blame the new sponsors or Moyes is at. Yeah, definitely. I think Moyes had his hat over his fucking eyes. Do you know what I mean?
Let's give credit to Moyes where it's due. 5 wins and 6.
Alf, what's going on with you, mate? I'll tell you what,
it's due, though. You've got to give credit where it's due. That is good, isn't it?
It is good, Alf. It is, but it's not exactly like we was fucking amazing tonight, was it? Do you know what I mean? We scored a goal in the 89th minute or 90th minute. But, yeah. Conte looks okay. Can't understand why he doesn't get more minutes, given Benny's poor form. Alf, explain.
Don't know. He looked okay. He didn't do a lot, but the cross was pretty decent. Can't really judge him too much off that, but I suppose he was all right.
Mate, you done a lot more than fucking Benny and Fornells put together. I know
that. He did, yeah.
Fucking hell. Snazzy's in the house. Snazzy says, James, get emotional damage on. I know, mate. I feel emotionally damaged tonight. I've had a right shit one, and now I've just had to watch that and all. The only person I'm giving credit tonight is Corny. Yeah.
What about Souček, Brian?
Come on, Brian. Souček scored the goal. Do you know what, man? Thank fuck for Thomas Souček. I can't believe I'm saying this, right? Thank God for that Czech bastard. You know what I mean? Because he's the man. He's the man tonight.
I do find it funny, though, because I just know every week when Souček's scoring these late winners, the people who don't like him and Moyes are just sat in their sofa going, oh
no, mate. Like, he's done it again, though, hasn't he? Let's be honest. He's like 3 games now, right? He scored against Forest, Burnley, and now this one. He's like the Frank Lampard that we of many years ago for Chelsea, mate. 100%.
Yeah.
Flying in at the end. Black Country Hammer is in the house. Come on, mate. Moyes is a shit man manager. He's out of his depth now. Time for Moyes to retire. Black Country Hammer, mate. Mate, I want to retire watching football after that, mate, tonight. Trust me. I really do. I can't believe some of the shit that it was. But, you know, I don't know where everyone is. I think Clive's going to be with us in about 5 minutes. But you know what? I'll see if them banners are done, which they are. Alf, we will get started. Give me a rating for Lucas Fabianski, Alf.
I thought he was one of our best players. 6.
One of our best players, Alf is. Do you know what I mean? They had did they have? I think they had 2 shots on target, and they was like P rollers, weren't they? Other than that, yeah, I'll give him a 6. Yeah, we'll make it easy. We give it a 6 all day long on Lucas. Next up, Aaron Cresswell. What you saying for him?
4. Rubbish.
Alf, what's gone wrong with your boy, mate? You know what I mean?
He's too old now. We just can't run anymore.
Can't run. He can't run. Can't cross. Can't defend. Oh dear.
He is trying his best.
Yeah, he breathed in Serbian air tonight, so we've got to give him that. I'm gonna go high 4, mate. I thought, yeah, I agree with you. It weren't all that. Let's go to this man. Nayef McGuire. What do you reckon tonight?
I thought he was one of our better players.
Mate, that is saying something, mate. If Nayef McGuire's better against Serbian plumbers, go on and bet it. Go on. I'll let you
6.
go. 6. Ooh. Yeah, I'll give him a high 5. I thought it was. I'll tell you what, I will give him a 6 because they didn't really do a lot, and when they did, he done it all right. So yeah, he gets a 6 for me. Brian's in the house. Oh, Barry's in the house. Sorry, I can help with double vision. What a load of fucking shit. Sorry about this stream, Barry. I know that, mate. It's not our fault. We're shite. But yeah, I'll give him a 6. Let's go to this man, Mavropanos. What you saying, Elf?
5. Didn't think he was too clever. Gave some silly balls away. Well, yeah, 5.
5. Yeah, I'll give him a high 5. Fucking hell. That's the only thing he's getting tonight. It's a high 5. Right, we move on to this man. Benjamin Johnson wants loads of money, but doesn't want to sign a new deal. What are you saying about him?
Good switch at the start of the game. Defended okay. Can't really attack or anything like that, though. So 5.
Standard 5. Yeah, I'll go with you on that. 5 and crap. Right, let's come to this man. James Ward-Prowse. Disappointed in him tonight, mate. Didn't really do nothing again. And it's starting to become an habit now. Do you know what I'm saying? What you saying?
5. Kept the ball well. Got ran past easy too many times, but not awful.
5. Did you just give him a 5?
Yeah.
You know. I'm going to give him... I'll give him a high 4, mate. He ain't a 5 for me. I thought he was. There's definitely something not right there, 100%. Yeah, he's just not the same player that he was a few weeks ago. Do you know what I mean? He's for me, yeah. And I keep saying this, and no one really takes a lot of notice because they think I talk fucking shit. But when he's not crossing the balls in, and you got Maxwell Cornet who's been like sidelined for about a year, crossing balls in, then there's something wrong. Yeah, high 4 for me. I agree with what Brian says there. 4, kept it simple. Set pieces weren't great. I think Brian's being kind, but weren't great. I thought that was crap, mate. 3. We're back in action. Yeah, we're back, mate. We're back. Trust me, mate. I can't believe it. I'm going to try and entertain the people tonight because that game was shit. Let's go to this man, goal scorer.
Man the match. Late goal. I actually thought, apart from that, he was probably one of our best players. Kept the ball well, won a couple of good tackles. Didn't do anything really, but obviously he scored. So he gets a high 6 from me, and he's my man the match.
Yeah. I think we're going to be pretty on the same wavelength at the minute. High 6. I ain't going to say, well, is he man the match? Fucking hell, yeah. I'm trying to think who else it could be. It's going to have to be a minute. He scored the goal while it's the game. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll give him a high 6. It's a good goal at the end. At least he's in there. Do you know what I mean? But thank God for Thomas Soucek, mate. You know what I mean? Otherwise, God knows where we'd be. High 6, man of the match. Move on. This man. Lucas Paqueta. Alfred.
People say he's world class. He's not world class. Doesn't
agree.
I mean, we're playing a team that's not great. He should be getting a goal or assist today. I don't care what anyone says. I tell you what, Thomas Souček wins us more points than Paqueta, and that's a fact.
Ooh.
Paqueta's
Oh,
obviously.
clip
Paqueta's
him up,
obviously,
people. Clip him up. Fuck me. You know what I mean? Go on,
Paqueta's
carry on.
obviously the better player by quite a way, technically.
100% better player. I've gone.
Yeah, obviously a better player, but he needs to influence the results more. He doesn't get enough goals and assists. Souček's the one who's popping up late in games and saving us. Paqueta's not doing that. He's not taking the game. I mean, if he's a world-class player, he should be changing the game more than he does. He doesn't do it enough.
I absolutely agree with you on this.
No, five.
Nah, I absolutely agree with you. Because when I hear that world-class statement, yeah, he's got to be getting 7s out of 10s or higher every game he plays. When you look at Deck, right, last year and years gone by, he was always getting 7 and up. He was never a 6 or a 5, especially on here, yeah. And I just don't see it enough with Paqueta. Like, I think he tries to do too much, and when he does do too much, he's in fear of losing the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll give. What you rating him, Alf?
5.
Welcome, Clive. We'll get to Paqueta. First off, how are you? And second off, give me your thoughts on Paqueta's performance tonight, mate.
I'm good. I'm glad we won just about. Big up Thomas Souček, my man. And Paqueta,
Clive,
average.
you backed him.
I did.
Because I'm going to get the emotional damage out of it for myself.
Yeah, but Paqueta, bog standard, piss poor, if anything, considering it's, just a Serbian team and we spent 50 odd million for the boy. Poor performance, really, in that aspect. I mean, we had nothing in the sense of we had no Kudus, we had no Bowen, so we were relying on Paqueta to provide us with a bit of magic, and that didn't really come tonight.
I agree with you, mate. While I'm writing this up,
also,
go on, Alf.
Because I think you just mentioned it, Fever. Some people were saying this year, Paqueta's better than Rice. Not even close. Rice changes games. Rice, when a game's difficult, Rice takes the ball and changes it and has the mentality to drive us forward. Paqueta hides sometimes.
Is that valid, that comment from Boyd there?
No, because Rice was playing with rubbish and he would change the game by himself.
Sure.
I was going to say, yes, we played poor, but you could argue if we had Bowen or Kudus come on in the 67th minute, for instance, tonight, they would have impacted the game in those 20-25 minutes because they would have provided stuff on the wing. The irony is Paqueta was on the wing tonight, and what did he provide us with?
Clive, even last game, Kudus, 2 assists out of nothing to win us the game.
Exactly.
But
that's what we're expecting from Paqueta.
Yeah. The one pass people bring up is Fiorentina. Yes, that was unreal, brilliant. But apart from that, when has he ever really changed the game like Kudus did on the weekend? I'm struggling.
He has moments. That's true. He has moments, Paqueta. I will give him that. But the problem is, them moments are few and far between. That's the problem.
I was about to say, moments isn't good enough when you're £55 million and considered to be almost top level to be enough of a world class player.
Yeah,
and I used world class. Exactly. That's why I used the whole inverted of the world class moment, because we've definitely paid over the top pricing for him, because at the moment by now he should have, he should be able to play in the style that he's playing. He's been at the club long enough now.
Right. I agree with everything you just said. I'm going to give him a standard 5. I thought he was just average, just average performance. What you rating him, Alf?
5.
Clive?
Yeah, 5 from me as well.
Clive, I will come back to you at the end for all your player ratings, especially for Thomas Souček.
You sorry about that. I thought you guys were starting at 10 past, in the sense of I thought it was just the afterthought before that. That's my bad.
No worries. Clive's going to enjoy this one. Saeed Ben Rama, take it away, mate.
Yeah. I don't know where to begin actually with him. To be honest, it was just the front three tonight. there was just nothing there. And albeit I don't necessarily expect much from Fornals in the sense of a wing position. The irony is Fornals was better than Benrahma, who is more of a winged player. Yeah, poor, really, really poor tonight. Didn't really create any opportunities, didn't really create much. There was just nothing really there the whole evening. And we were losing the ball in silly places. The thing is, I think people are going to be a little bit nice to Mubama tonight, and I don't necessarily agree with that either. However, it is...
Go back and watch Alfie at the beginning. Go on.
However, it is also equally difficult when you're not getting provided much by your wing players, which is where, there's a little bit of... maybe I'm going to contradict myself later on in this, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, Benny was piss poor tonight. For me, he would only get a 4. It was diabolical.
I'll go next. Fucking gutting, mate. It's a sad night for me because I've come to the conclusion now he's just not what West Ham need. Really ain't. If you can't take on players in the Serbian league and beat man and get to byline and cross balls in and have a bit of quality about you, then you're just never going to go nowhere. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought he was... To say he was average is understatement. I thought he was absolutely shite. Absolutely shite. And that's no joke. And listen, someone messaged me and said, James, I can't believe you're saying this. I'm like, bruv, I've got to be... my eyes don't fucking lie. Do you know what I mean? And my eyes are not lying to me at the minute. Do you know what I mean? He was just not good. Couldn't cross... he has a powder puff shot where he needs a bit of aggression. He needs to have some fucking aggression in him, to smash the ball through the laces. And he's scared to even kick the ball sometimes. I'm going to give him a 3. I just thought he was... Do you know what I mean? I reckon I could find a player in the Sunday League of his position who would do a better job tonight than him. That's no joke.
The only thing that I think is somewhat a saving grace from tonight's performance is, typically when you go to countries like Serbia, the pitches are not as good. And I'm not making an excuse for tonight's performance because I think some of it was just piss poor alongside us just being very too relaxed in a way, and perhaps giving the opponent too much respect and as such. But how some of those pitches are just a bit not great, and that's the only thing I can really attribute anything really to. Not saying that it's an excuse, but it's the only thing I can think of that would make us not even provide much.
Yeah,
disgusting, Clive. You're talking rubbish.
Go on.
To be honest, I don't think the pitch looked that bad. That's the irony out of it. I'm trying to gauge something from it because I just can't believe how crap we were.
Mate, the Serbians were more worried about fucking Benrahma putting one of their windows through at the back rather than him actually getting a shot on fucking target. Alf, what you saying, mate? What you saying about it? Because he nearly knocked someone out in Rosette tonight.
I'd say his performance was horrendous.
That's the worst performance. It's the worst performance I've seen him.
It's not the worst I've seen of him, but I'd say it's...
No, I was going to say he's had worse where it's been his fault we've conceded goals and stuff. So, yeah, he's had worse, but...
Yeah, I mean, close. It's what I expected. Bloke's terrible, so easy to read. His crossing's the worst crossing in the league. Has one shot, and, I mean, I would have saved it. At least, to be fair, he seems a likeable guy, so...
Yeah, I know, mate. 3 out of 10. We'll move on to this man, Pablo Fornals, and we're better to start than Alfred. Go ahead.
Dun, dun, dun. A poor performance from another one who's finished. Sadly, he's done. Don't know what's happened, but him and Benrahma have fallen off. Thought he was... I don't even know what to say. He was shocking. Thought he kept the ball a bit better than Benrahma, so I'll give him that. But apart from that, low 4.
Well, mate, these ratings are shit. Honestly. Fucking hell, we've done so many bad ratings. I was getting lose 4-0 against Brighton last year. Fucking hell. I'm going to give him, I'll give him a stand. I think he was a little bit better than Ben Rama, and that's saying something. So I'll give him a 4. Yeah, because I give Ben Rama a 3, but fuck you know, yeah, 4 out of 10. I mean, do you know what? It's hard to even talk about the game because there's fuck all to talk about, isn't there? But Clive, what do you want to say, mate? Go on.
Yeah, better than Ben Rama, but still a 4 from me. The only thing I would say is his accuracy of pass was a little bit better than Ben Rama, as well as keeping the ball. But I mean, we were playing more down that right side anyway. So, I mean, the fact we were playing more down the right side with the person who we never play on the right side of the wing with Fornals, says that perhaps some of the players do not have confidence in Ben Rama on the left side. That's what I would come out of that.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. So just crap, innit? Let's be honest. Let's move on to this man. West Ham Online, take it away. You put a tweet out, and I knew you was going to get a lot of stick, son. And I stood back there, looked at my phone, I went, he's getting some shit tonight, and just laughed.
And
So
do you know what? I agree with his tweet. I think he's right.
So take it away, Alf.
I was definitely right. I mean, even though I'd give him another chance, and of course I would, I'm not going to say he had loads of good service or anything like that, because he didn't. But when he did get the ball, first thing he did, he got the ball and missed the ball. Like, it skinned the outside of his foot, went straight to them. Next time he got the ball, his touch was crap. Next time he got the ball, he made the pass, but it was very tight. And the next time he got the ball, his touch was crap as well. He started 2 games for West Ham, Mubama. Last time he started, we won 4-0, I think, when Ollie Scholes played. He was rubbish. Mubama was rubbish. I want him to play a bit more, but people have just convinced themselves that he's the second coming of Messi. I don't think that is the case. I think he's got potential.
I believe he's got potential, yeah.
We shall see where he goes. Give him a couple more chances, see what happens. But yeah, once again, it's the same thing with people all the time. They call for every youth player in existence to play. 90% of the time, they're not good enough. Will Mubama be? I think he might be in the end, but yeah, people never learn regardless.
Would you compare the team tonight that we faced, a similar team, to what he faces in the under 23s?
No, because they're physically better.
Right. But he's physically strong though, Alf.
Yeah, but last year,
That doesn't matter.
For example, the games he was playing in last year,
Right.
he was playing. I went and watched the FA Youth Cup final against Arsenal. Most of the defenders were smaller than me and built less than me. That sums it up. He was playing against children. So it's so different. And people just see him play against children. They're like, oh, he's ready. And people were telling me he's better. Oh, Evan Ferguson's 19, so Mubama should play. What the hell are they on about? Evan Ferguson's got more technical ability in his left toe. And that's not me criticising Mubama. Evan Ferguson's ridiculous.
I know what you're saying. What about you, Clive?
Yeah, so for me, I think I said this last time I was on. I said, you know, he's playing against under 23s. And yes, okay, there's usually up to 3 players that you would see typically from first team that are either coming back from injury, have got a bit of rust, this, that, and the other. But if you're that good of a player, you would have gone out on loan and you'd be playing against, you know, other professional players at the age of 16, 17, maybe even 18 at the very, very latest.
Yeah.
As to which he has not done so. Now, in part, you could argue West Ham are at fault here. And the reason I say that is this season would have been the perfect opportunity for him to go out on loan. However, from a perspective of we have sold a striker in the summer, that didn't happen. From the perspective of we needed to hit our English quota, it also didn't happen. And from the perspective that we are just absolute idiots, it didn't happen. So from that aspect, we've probably stopped him from getting a bit of experience this year, which could see him perhaps, you know, not become the player he could become. But I don't think there'll be much of a difference because I don't think he'll be that good. I reckon in 5 years down the line, there won't be a Mubama at West Ham United. He'll be playing somewhere in the Championship, League One maybe, but he won't be at West Ham. And I know that sounds very harsh, but realistically, the only reason he's going to potentially be here next season is on the basis of, if he does sign a contract, is on the basis of Danny Ings will be gone in 12 months' time in January. And secondly, we need to hit the English quota still. And with all the players that are going to be out of contract either in the summer or January next year, we need that English quota, so we'll probably keep him from that sense. Antonio will be aging out still, and we probably still won't buy another striker. And if we do, I don't know where we'll go with strikers. We just seem to be absolutely crap at finding the right person. So, with all those said, Mubama is average. And I think, look, yes, you can blame the service to an extent. I think people just see it as always a youth player, always amazing. But realistically, if we could bring in a striker that we thought was going to do something, would Mubama even be on the pitch at all? Probably not. Would I still play him in front of Ings going forward, like, give him another chance, like Alfie has said? Yes, of course I would. But that's because I think Mubama suits the system better.
If you were to make a brutal, honest prediction, where do you think he'll be in 2 years?
In 2 years, he will have left West Ham. I reckon he'll. The reason for a new contract will be, in part, because we need him for the next 12 to 18 months until we actually sign perhaps 2 new strikers. Because in this point, Antonio will be basically retired.
And what club do you think he'll be at if you were to make a prediction?
I genuinely would say lower end of Championship, maybe League One. You're looking at a team like Derby County, maybe, or sort of your Ipswich or somewhere along those lines. Yeah, maybe even that.
Somewhere like
Yeah, I could even see perhaps teams that we've sold players to, youth players in the past, somewhere like Watford, maybe. So he would perhaps get back into the Premier League at some point, maybe even Sunderland. So teams like that, I just don't think he would play for us in about 2 or 3 years' time.
Right, I'm going to come to it. I'm going to disagree with you. Yeah, I think he's a decent player. I just think when you are thrown in the deep end, yeah, you ain't going to be able to fucking swim straight away. Do you know what I mean?
How's that the deep end? It's fucking Serbia.
Mate, have you been to Serbia? Fucking there you go,
I have.
Who the fuck wants to go to Serbia? Do you know what I mean? Right, what I'm saying is
Serbia, everyone's got Adidas tracksuits and a cigarette.
Yeah, well, fuck me. It sounds like fucking barking on a Tuesday night. Right, what I'm saying is that if I'm being honest, I think he's a decent little player, and I think there's potential there. There is potential there. But tonight, I just think he was like a rabbit in headlights. Yeah. He was just there. He's running around, and I noticed it on Sunday. Yeah, when he come on, the first 10, 15 minutes, he was like that again. But then, obviously, he had the other players around him, right, to sort of marshal him through it, and better players. Do you know what I mean? Tonight, when you have got to get your supply line from Syed Ben Rama, who can't cross, pass, or shoot, and you've got Pablo Fornals, who is just Pablo Fornals.
Yeah, but just to counter on that, the other part of the midfield was the box standard midfield. We had JWP and we had Paqueta. And that is what you're going to get in the Premier League.
True, Clive. I'll give you that. But I don't know. I just think, let's just see how he goes. I agree with that comment of the night. I saw no leadership tonight. No one, but there was a leader out there tonight. Do you know what I mean?
I do agree with that. I don't think there was much leadership.
I think the only leader I saw tonight, and this is going to be controversial, but it's just me being honest, was on the touchline, Moyes.
Saying what?
Or do you know what? I tell you what I did notice in the game, and I'm not saying this is leadership, but I did see frustration. And for a player who I wouldn't say is necessarily that animated, it was quite telling tonight, and that was Thomas Souček. Because when passes were made astray and Souček was in the right positions, he was animated tonight. And that's a rarity. It's very rare to see Souček getting animated. He was very frustrated tonight.
I've got to come to this comment, yeah. It was rabbit in headlights tonight, mate. Let's not sugarcoat it. Like, let's not lie about it. There was touches that he was miscontrolling. Like, that wasn't. I ain't going to go in on the kid because this is his second game in like whatever how many days. But let's not lie to ourselves tonight. That's one thing I am going to say. Let's not lie and say like make out it was better than what it was, because it fucking wasn't.
He's also crumbled under the pressure tonight, because tonight was important. Tonight was to show that he should be second in line behind Antonio, and he hasn't done that tonight.
Oh, he's second in behind, mate. Fucking hell,
he hasn't proven it. He hasn't,
exactly.
But it is what it is. Go on, Alf. I'll let you finish before we move on to Daniel Ings and co.
He's not in front of Ings yet. He needs to.
Agreed.
He needs to do a bit more than that. So we'll see.
I mean, look. Imagine the stick we would have given Antonio or Souček or Ings for tonight. Accurate passes, 5 out of 9. He had 9 touches with the ball tonight.
Is that how many touches he had tonight? 9.
Yeah, 9. Sorry, 15 touches, but 9 accurate passes. Sorry, my bad. 15 touches.
No, 9 passes, 5 accurate.
9 passes, yeah, 5 accurate, yeah. But only 15 touches of the ball in how many minutes? 67 minutes.
67 minutes, fucking hell.
And the thing is, and I think that's why, in a way, I'm kind of saying, you know, are we just being too kind to him? Because yes, he's young and yes, he's from the academy, but realistically, you know, we talk about us being a big club and that we want to push forward and target Europe every year.
Yeah.
Do we actually think Mubama is going to cut the grade? Because this is why I say
I think there's a player there.
He's not going to be in the club in 5 years down the line.
James,
I genuinely don't think he'll cut the grade.
I'm reading between James's lines, and I think what James is saying is he thinks he's a good championship player.
No. No. Hell no, right? I think the kid's got a future, right? the problem is that West Ham are relying on an 18-year-old kid to get him out of shit. And it isn't right.
Are you saying he would be good at a lower level? Because you said he couldn't do it in Serbia. Are you saying he's more of a championship player?
No, I'm saying that the more games he gets, the more confidence he gets. I do think, though, one thing we lack, even though it is quite funny, is we do lack a quality striker who he can learn from. That's the problem. Yeah, who's he learning from really at West Ham? You got Daniel Ings sits there and does fuck all. You got Antonio who's just not there.
There's a lot you could learn from Danny Ings, though. He's a good. He's a
good poacher. He's a very, very good poacher.
Yeah, I know, but
ball player.
Let's be honest. Devine is not a fucking poacher. He's he's a target man, stroke centre forward.
I'll tell you what, though, in a weird way, he's got good 2 teachers because he's got Antonio, who's got good pace but can't control the ball with sometimes his pace. But then you've got Ings, who's a little bit slower, so you have better control of the ball. At the same time, who would I trust to shoot in the box, Antonio or Ings? Danny Ings. If he had a clean strike of the ball and it was just 1-on-1 with a goalie, I would trust Ings over Antonio any day of the week.
Well, I'm just going to say this to clear up the chat, because I see the chat going berserk thinking that we're knocking him. These two are knocking him. I am not.
I'm not knocking.
It's not knocking. It's not knocking. I'm saying that he's been.
You just did it with a sledgehammer just a minute ago.
No. I'm saying he's been overhyped, and I don't think he'll cut the grade if we're the team that everyone seems to say we are, that is going to be going for Europe in the long term consistently. I just don't think he's going to hit the grade, and there's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, he's a professional footballer. I'm not.
But what did I say the other day or the other week?
You said he weren't good enough to play in Serbia.
No, I never said that. And this is no fake news shit. I turned around and said, when you have got to rely on this kid, then it could be a problem because we're putting all this pressure.
I said that as well. I said, why are we putting pressure on him?
We're putting all this pressure on an 18, 19-year-old lad. Do you know what I mean? And how can he sort of it's either going to go one or two ways. He's either going to turn up and start banging goals in and save the day for us, or he's going to go the other way and start being a bit like rabbit in headlights. Do you know what I'm saying?
What did you say? What way did he go then today, James?
I thought today, in all seriousness, it just shows that we need good players like around him all the time to make him better. I think when you've got no supply line, and really, he had no supply line today. Let's be honest. Yeah, let's not talk shit now. There was no how many times was a cross coming in? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's not getting there's no crosses coming in for him. He's a big boy. Let's fuck all of that. Right, and when you're saying about Ben Rama crossing the ball, fuck me, you might as well get the steward to cross the ball in. Do you know what I mean? Rather than Benny. So I'm not prepared to fucking go straight in on him right now, but I do think there's a player there. I do. I look at him and I think, yeah, in a few years' time, you're going to be you could be an handful. But who the fuck is he learning from at West Ham? That's the real question. Because we haven't got a centre.
You're looking at him, James, and I'm reading between the lines. Would you say that he's not got a future at the club?
No, I'm saying he has 100% got a future at the club, and he's got more of a future at the club than you, mate. So there you go.
I was going to say he's obviously going to say he's got a future at the club. I mean, he said Flynn Downs had a future at the club.
Oh, yeah, mate. Listen, back your own, mate. When they're one of your own, that's what I'll say. Right, let's come to this man. Quick fire ratings. Give me a number.
Wait, how long was he was only on for 25 minutes, wasn't
No,
he?
no, we didn't actually rate Mubama. We didn't actually rate him.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fuck.
Right, rate him. I'll give
Clive, you go
him
first.
a high 4.
Very low 4, maybe even a
4.
3.
4, high 4, low 4.
Oh,
Say no
Clive
more.
changed it to a 3 at the death.
Right.
No, I was like maybe even a 3. Ugh.
Fair enough. Numbers, Frings.
5.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Maxwell Cornet, assist.
Yeah, got the assist, and he did something with the ball, and he was accurate with his passing. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6. Just a 6 for me. Alf.
6.
6. Emerson, come on for 15 minutes. Probably give him a standard 5.
Yeah, standard 5 here.
Alf.
5.
5's all round for him. 5's all round for Kera because he was on the pitch at the same time.
Fine, yeah.
Let's come to the ref. What do you make of the ref tonight? I thought he was a bit picky tonight. He seemed like he just wanted to be a centre of attention in some things.
Yeah, bit strange. I saw, what was it, just before the 70th minute, I think JWP won the ball quite easily and got shoulder barged heavily. And typically that would have been given as a foul. It wasn't. But I think there was a few occasions of that and a few times where the Serbian players went down quite easily and it was given. So it was kind of an inconsistency, I would say. Tonight is how I felt. But saying that, it wasn't really too much for him. I mean, he gave a couple of yellow cards to us, didn't he? He gave one to Fornals and one to Emerson, I think, but he also gave a couple to the Serbian team. Yeah, not too much.
Shout out to Ian. I ain't seen Ian for ages, mate. But he's had a root canal done today. He said that was far more enjoyable than that shit. Yeah, I know, mate. Alf, what you say about the ref? Give me a number.
10. Done a good job.
Oh, leave it at Alf. Okay, he was definitely trolling tonight. I'll
No,
give him good at what? By his fucking whistle. Like every
he impressed me. He impressed.
Yeah, fucking hell. Anyone impresses you, mate. You know what I mean? Right, I'll give him a 6. I thought it was just shit, really, if I'm honest. Right.
Yeah, 6 for me as well.
6 for you. Let's move on to this man. Alfred. David Moyes. It ain't Mr. Moyes. It ain't Sir David Moyes. It ain't Sir David William Moyes. It's Moyes tonight because he was fucking shit and he was lucky again. Do you know what I mean? He should do his fucking lottery, mate. What are you saying about him tonight? Because he got away with it.
Mr. Moyes, a little. Wait, for me, can you change the name at the bottom, please? Because I can't just rate Moyes.
No, you can rate Moyes and you will. Just rate.
I don't know who that is.
That is Moyes, and you know it is. That way, Alf, rate him.
I thought Mr. Moyes, tactically, we got it wrong. I didn't like how deep we were from their goal kicks. I think we should be pressing higher against a team that's so bad.
Yeah.
Shape-wise, we obviously had issues as I've just mentioned. We wasn't high enough up the pitch. We dropped off too deep. We allowed them to come on to us. And against a team like that, I don't think that's acceptable. But he played Mubama, which everyone wanted. We got the win. 5.
Is he? I'm going to be honest here. He's always a bit damned if he does and damned if he don't. If he doesn't play Divine tonight and he goes with Ings, people are going mad, including me. Yeah, I'm going, well, what the fuck are you doing? You're not playing him. He plays him tonight and people still criticise Moyes for the team lineup, which I can't really make a head or tail of. Do you know what I'm saying?
I saw a lot of complaints tonight on Twitter for him not starting Cornet and everyone feeling sorry for Cornet. Like, not like he's had an injury that's so specific and no one's ever had. On top of the fact that when he did play last season, he looked awful. He didn't know what the offside trap was.
True. It's true, isn't it? Like, let's be honest. You know what I mean? So, what you say, Clive, on Moyes?
I think it's a tough one in the sense of, obviously, I think he would have relaxed players tonight regardless.
Yeah.
But we were hindered heavily by the numerous injuries we do have. We've got away with it again tonight. I do think, obviously, what Alfie has said is pretty accurate in the sense of how we've played, and the style of play tonight wasn't acceptable, not against this sort of opposition. But I think it's a tough one.
But did we have enough?
Matt, right,
hold on a minute. But did we have enough on the pitch to beat this side comfortable tonight? Like Paqueta.
In terms of names, yes.
Paqueta, Ben Rama, Fornells, Souček.
James, can I ask you, does Matt have a point? Matt, the spokesperson who's often in spaces on Twitter, says,
Right.
Back at Topola are a very good side, and winning in this deafening atmosphere was always going to be tough.
Alf, shut the fuck up, mate. You're like trying to wind me up tonight. I'm
No,
not in the mood.
seriously.
Alf, I've just watched 90 minutes of your shit, bruv. You know what I mean? And I'm not having your shit for another 10 minutes. I know that. So,
But look, I think, yes, the players do have to take accountability to an extent, but I think just, the fact that we're relying on certain players in certain positions that we shouldn't be relying on perhaps is a bit frustrating, I guess.
I just want to remind you, though, Clive, 5 wins in 6 for Moyes.
Yeah, this is true. This is
4
true.
wins on the bounce.
I don't think it was too bad. He made changes where he needed to make them, and it worked in the end. So for me, it gets a 6. But yeah, I don't think it's a great performance.
Alfie's always that sort of person, isn't he? He's always the half pint man, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's the half full, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Rather than half empty. Fucking every single time. Do you know what I mean? Like, facts don't lie. We are still on, I think we're unbeaten now in like X amount of games, but that comment there from Stazzy, completely agree with. Yeah, I think that's what he's overrated. Totally agree with that. When people say we've got a good squad, I don't believe so. I think we've got a good team, but not a squad. Yeah. It's not helped, but our one-dimensional tactics and lack of ability to play against low blocks. It don't help when you keep passing the ball backwards and all, though. That's just another thing, but that's another story for another day. Right, I'm going to say my bit about Moyes. I thought he played the fine tonight. Fair enough. Yeah, he played. He didn't go with Ings. He played him. I just thought the tactics was wrong. The team was just shit. Like, there's just no life in that team. None. And then some of these players, right, should be staking a claim for the first team spot. Yeah. None of these players are even close, mate. Like Ben Rama, shit. Fornells. Divine looked like he was a bit lost tonight, but I ain't going to go in on him because it's his second game, and when you're working with shit, what can you do? I thought James Ward-Prowse, no one was really mentioning him tonight, but I think fucking he weren't all that, and I think there's just no life there. I even tweeted it in the second half. I said it's like a snail's pace. Like, and fair enough, Moyes was shouting and hollering at them because like there was no leads on the pitch, but
I don't know. My one thing with Ward-Prowse is I do think he created the most chances tonight.
I don't know about
considering
that.
I mean, he created more than Paqueta.
Clive, would you say, right, if I was just to propose it to you, would you say that Moyes and Ward-Prowse were a perfect duo that consistently proved people wrong?
I mean, everyone didn't want Ward-Prowse to work out, so yes, to an extent. Because I think people were very quick to be harsh on Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, but if you take the free kicks away in the set pieces, what's he like as a midfielder?
Not bad.
I don't know, mate.
He does
really?
I think he's massively lightweight. Massively lightweight in midfield.
I don't know. I don't see him making sporadic stupidity fouls and getting silly yellow cards like Edson Alvarez. That's for sure.
No, he's a safe merchant. That's what he is. You get the ball, you lay it off.
Considering the amount of goals we've conceded this season, at this point, I'd rather have a safe merchant than someone that makes silly mistakes.
Yeah. See, look,
I don't trust our defenders sometimes to not make a stupid mistake. That's the problem.
That is so true. James Ward-Prowse plays the safe pass most of the time.
Quick that Opta have just posted it. Since the start of the 21-22 season, no side have won more games in major European competitions than West Ham United. 22, level with Real Madrid.
Ooh. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Right, what are you rating Moyes, Alf?
Well, 5 for the game, but after just hearing that stat, overall he gets a 10.
I'll go with a 5. I thought it was just, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. Like the results-based business, it fucking comes into play tonight because we've got the result, and you know what I mean. But it was fucking shit, honestly. Like, and when someone tweeted something to me earlier, and they said to me, "Oh, like this is what it's like all the time," and I was like, "Well, nah, it ain't that fucking bad." Like, and I watched every game, every single fucking game, and it was like that was the worst I've seen this season.
Would you say though, James, people overreacting because Moyes is the manager.
No,
People used to do this when Sam Allardyce was in charge. In my opinion,
I don't think they are overreacting. I think they've got a valid point tonight. The people who are staunch Moyes out people, right? They're sitting there going, "Well, this is what we're saying, right? West Ham should be going to this side and turning this team over." The only argument to that is I think people do overhype the squad. They make out the squad is amazing when it ain't. Right? We've got a lot of players who are
that's not down to the manager.
Deadwood. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is like you can't have it both ways. Like if we've got an amazing squad, that amazing squad should turn up there and roll this team tonight. But it hasn't, has it? Do you know what I'm saying? So I think even with another manager, if we would have got away with 1-0, I think it would have the same thing would have been said that it wasn't good enough tonight. And it wasn't good enough tonight, let's be honest. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, 5 for me for him. What are you saying, Clive, on him?
6 from me.
6 for you. And Alfie's gone with a 10. Right.
No, 5 for the game. 5 for the game.
5 for the game. Right. Anything else you lads would discuss after that load of crap? Let's put it like that.
Thomas Souček for Hammer of the Year.
On the weekend. 5 wins on the bounce from Moyes. It will be.
Yeah, well, right. Clive, I think you have your little say because you come in late. Talk to me.
Sorry, yeah. I was saying Thomas Souček Hammer for the Year. That's the first thing. Yeah, look, I mean, we've got some interesting fixtures coming up. We've got 3 London derbies on the trot in the Premier League. And then obviously in between after that, we've got Freiburg and then we've got Liverpool. We've got quite a few games coming up for a team that do not have a lot of players. And we need our injured players to come back ASAP because we've got, I think, 6 or 7 games on like a 15-day bounce, which is a lot of games.
Well, let's put it this way. This time next week, we've got Spurs away.
We'll win that.
And that...
I think Spurs away is at the moment, and this is what I said to one of my mates just before they lost their first game. I said, watch them lose a game and they'll start malfunctioning. And this is exactly what's happened. They've lost a couple of games on the trot. They've got injuries. This is a great time to face Spurs. I think it's also a great time to face Crystal Palace because Palace are on a bit of a losing streak as well.
Right, I've got to get to this comment. Alf, you can answer this if you fancy it. Results are all that matters. A default setting opinion from James and Alfie. Your reactions from Burnley and tonight seem at odds with the mantra. Has your viewpoint changed?
Paul, I have never said...
his name's called Paul G, so let's get it right. Go on.
Right, Paul G. I have never said results are all that matter. I've never actually said that. I've said that. I will say that. Go on. I have said results are the most important thing. And what I do think is if you are consistently getting the results, that outweighs the performance. And at some point you have to say, who cares if we're not playing the most impressive football? The results are coming in. I'm personally 100% more worried about the result than the performance. I can understand if people want to watch good football, but the performance and the result is the most important. The result, is the most important thing for me.
See, I agree with that because look, we're getting cup runs and stuff. Like I always think back. Do you remember when we lost? What was it, 4 or 5-1 or something to Nottingham Forest about 10 years ago in the cup, like FA Cup? I think
5-0, wasn't it? It's 5-0.
5-0. Sorry. And you know, I think back to performances like that, and we would have scolded them. So you know, yeah, all right, winning 1-0 in a not a very lucrative way. Yeah, all right, not ideal. Yes, we're going to criticize the performance, but I think ultimately at the end of the day, a win's a win. And sometimes that's what you need. I mean, it brings the confidence up. A win is a win. And, you know, we're going to probably have performances like this over the 10-day period where we're playing 6 or 7 different teams because we're playing all these different teams and we don't have a big squad. So these players are going to be tired over the Christmas period. So sometimes it won't matter how we win as long as we get the points.
See, coming back to that, I'm going to answer that now. Results is all what matters, really, for me. Like, because like tonight, if we'd have lost this game or drew this game, I would have been fuming. Yeah, because we've lost or drawn the game. We've won the game. I'm happy with the result, but the performance was shit tonight. And I will admit it. And this is not a fucking dig or nothing at anyone, but at the end of the day, we are in a results-based business. Yeah, it's about getting results. Yeah, because if we don't win no fucking games, we ain't winning no prizes. It's as simple as that. I thought tonight, I just thought it was shit. Yeah, but if this can, it's an hard one to say if this continues because Sunday it was Saturday it was crap, tonight was crap. If we turn up against Palace at home and we play like this again, it is a worry. But I don't know how to sort of.
Palace is always a weird game for us though. So to be honest, like yes, whilst it's good that we're facing them at the moment, because I think what Palace have lost to Luton and to Everton in their last two games, right? But like we always struggle against Palace, and the fact that we're at home, I think it's important that obviously even if we just scrape with a 1-0 win or a 2-1 win or something, I couldn't really care about the performance because it sets us up good for Spurs away and Fulham away, which I think theoretically are much harder games because we're away
Clive.
from home.
I mean, hold on. I'll try to answer these two questions. Yeah, Lucas is still about. He's just not here tonight. He's working. And I want to get to this comment because Alfie, you spend the same amount of money on a season ticket, so you can answer this for me. If you spend £800 on a season ticket, you want to be entertained. It's like watching paint dry. I've got to disagree. I don't think it. I think tonight was bad. I think Burnley was bad, but I don't really remember games where it's been that bad, like as bad as them two games recently.
Well,
Can I just say, last season we only won 11 games in the Premier League, and people were saying about how much season tickets are, and how many have we won in the Premier League this season? 6.
yeah.
6.
Well,
So we're already
let's
over
be
halfway.
honest.
Yeah.
If you're paying for a season ticket, you're probably not only going for football. You're going for the people you're going with. You're going for the results. The
Right.
performance is part of it, of course, but I'm entertained when I'm there. I'm often entertained. Yes, the last two games have been boring, but I've really enjoyed the Nottingham game. It's worth going. I enjoyed the late winner. I enjoyed the late equaliser. I thought it was a fun watch.
Right.
Chelsea, the same. I enjoyed it. Really had a good fun day.
I
Arsenal,
would also say, and Alfie won't be as privy to this, but I have been a season ticket holder when we've been in the lower league, i.e. the Championship, and I can tell you the prices don't come down. So I'd rather pay £800 and face teams like Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, etc., rather than pay the exact same price and West Ham go, oh, tickets have not gone up in price because we're playing lower opposition. I'd rather we have that than teams like Sunderland.
Yeah, but the problem I have with this comment here, yeah, is when people say they want to be entertained and all that, right? But if West Ham wasn't entertaining, you should still want to go because you support the club. That's the argument.
Yeah, agreed.
Right. That's the argument.
That's a good comment.
Right.
I agree with that, but I guess the point I'm making is I would rather. What I'm trying to say is it's not about the entertainment for me because at the end of the day, you're getting more value for money on the teams that we're facing than if we got relegated, for instance. Like if you're basing it off of, oh, well, I want us to look good when we play, but then we lose every week.
Right.
What oh, great. It's entertaining, but we've lost. So
but listen, I just want to say this. I can understand what people are saying about they want to be entertained and all that. But as a West Ham fan, right, you go there because you support the club through thick and thin. So if they're playing shit, you'd still be there. Like I remember going to West Ham years ago, up to Blackburn when we lost 7-1. Yeah, and then like having to deal with two guy like the Turkish sensation for them. Do you know what I mean?
Manchester United 6, West Ham United 1, 2002 was it?
That's what I'm saying. So you go because you support the club. You don't go to be like when people say they want to be entertained. I find that a bit of a cop out, really. If I'm being honest.
Oh, it is. Yeah? It is.
Right. You go to support your team, right? Whether they're playing the best football on the planet or the worst, and there is no sort of line there. Obviously, you would want better because that's what you want. You want better, right? You want better players. You want to see the team be better, but you go because you basically support the club. That's the whole point. Do you know what I mean? But here's what it is. Right, let's get to Wolf. I ain't seen him all night. We all do watch West Ham when we play bad. People make it sound like wanting entertainment is a bad thing. We're all West Ham fans, but we just want to enjoy the games.
Yeah, I get that.
I get that, but the fact that we've won means we're going to be happier than, say, if we lost, I don't know, 3-0. How are you going to feel the whole weekend? It ruins your weekend to an extent. I mean, it doesn't necessarily for me. I'm not one of those that lets it ruin my whole day. I'll be annoyed, but I won't be like, oh,
Oh,
Don't
mate.
talk to me for the rest of the day. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm just not that person. But
I'm one
there's a lot of
of
people I
them
know
ones,
that
mate.
are.
Trust me.
I know, but there's a lot of people I know that are like that, and that's what I mean. So, like, I don't know. Ultimately, a win's a win at the end of the day, and you know, everyone used to take the piss out of was it Manchester United with Fergie time, right? But how many
Yeah.
of those games must Man U fans, where they've been like 1-0 down or 1-1 or whatever, teams they should be beating, and they score in the 93rd minute? And do you know what? They talk about the fact they won. At the end of the day, what did they end up winning? They ended up winning trophies. So ultimately, that's what matters. Having that one moment sometimes.
See, hold on, Clive. Hold on. I've got to get to this, yeah? Because Ralph always. I like Ralph. I rate him. Well, we've got this
Ralph
opinion. Yeah.
enjoying the sun.
Right. Alf.
Is he?
Alf. I'm speaking to Ralph, so shut the fuck up a minute, yeah? Entertainment and passion with desire to win, for fuck's sake. Trophies are a plus. The new breed of fans are something else. I'm sorry, Ralph, but I've got to disagree with you, mate. Yeah? Because I want to see West Ham win stuff. When you take West Ham United out of their home and you stick them in Stratford and you say, this is where we're going to go to the next level is to start to win trophies and be that bigger club. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, why the fuck did we move? Right? Do you know what I mean? No, if you was to go and ask people right now, would you want to go back to Upton Park and be just tippy tappy, sort of mid table and fighting relegation, or be in Stratford right now and compete for semi-finals, finals, and winning stuff? I'll take winning stuff all day of the week. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's why we moved at the end of the day.
I do get some people want to see, and I'm going to back some people in the chat here. I get the people who want to watch exciting football because, for example, Ange Postecoglou, everything's sunshine. Like, even though they've lost 3 games in a row, which is hilarious, he does play great football, and that will make fans want to watch the games more and get more excited. It will be easier for them to back the manager. But in terms of results, Tottenham have lost 3 in a row. You know, they're going to lose. They're going to lose to Man City on the weekend, so that will be 4. How long is exciting tippy-tappy football admired for? Because most managers I see that play great football, after a year or two, when results start going badly, suddenly the fans aren't happy. Still playing the same football.
And the thing is, eventually, Ange is going to end up having a conversation with the owner, and he's going to be like, "I'm not happy with the performances because we're losing." Because ultimately, he might have the fans on his side, but he's not going to have the owner on his side. And that's the thing. Yeah. At Spurs, they're going to want to qualify for European football.
Yeah, I know,
the Champions League.
But the thing is, I keep hearing this about was it entertainment and passion? Yeah, but the whole point of moving to Stratford was to be the biggest club that we can be.
No, but I guess the point that I think Alfie's making, I think it's the same with me. Is there's entertainment only gets you so far because the owners want something else. I mean, look at the style of play that some of the other teams are playing. I mean, you could look at Crystal Palace, you could look at Wolves, you could look at a few of the other teams, right? And they play a style of football that keeps them in the Premier League. I'm not saying we're a team that should only be looking at keeping us in the Premier League, but in those situations, those 3 teams, that's what they're looking for. And unfortunately, style of play does not matter in that sense.
I'm going to be honest, yeah. I understand what Ralph's saying here. Yeah, I know I'm having a bit of a back and forth.
When did we last win something at Upton Park?
43 years. 43 years ago. Do you know what I mean? And the problem is you can't have it both ways. Yeah, I want to see West Ham be attacking. I want to see West Ham play fucking slick attacking football. It ain't happening. Like, it's not happening at the minute. So what people got to understand is, yeah, you got to go through the shit to get to the sunshine. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think people really want that at the minute. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of entitlement in this day and age, which I've noticed. If people say, oh, this is what we want now. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when you're getting linked with Steve fucking Cooper, right? And people think that fucking he's the solution. Not for me, mate. Listen, right? You move from Upton Park to Stratford to compete for trophies and be in Europe consistently. Yeah. For 43 years, yeah, we never won fuck all at Upton Park. Yeah. And all I ever see was heartache and relegations. I don't ever want to see West Ham relegated again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because because I've broke down in fucking tears seeing all our players disappear. Yeah. All our players like Cole, Carrick, Canute, Defoe all fucking leave the club because, right, we was good, but we wasn't good enough. And I don't ever
Yeah.
want to see that again.
And then
really don't.
entertainment won't exist when we have to sell all our players because we're down one league. Like, there
I-
is no entertainment then, is there?
The moment you move from Upton Park to Stratford, relegation it is a no-no. Yeah, and people will say we was fighting relegation last year, but we got out of it. Yeah, and we got away from it. We can't afford to go down. Right, we fucking cannot afford to go down into the Championship because it will ruin us. Yeah, so if it means that we've got to get fucking some dodgy results and fucking play a bit shit from time to time, I will take that for now until a new manager comes in place. Then when a new manager does come in place, then right, that's when new optimism and new vision comes into play. But until that time, we've got to put up with Moyes ball and fucking shite. Do you know what I mean? Because it is shite. I ain't gonna lie, but it is. Anyway, that's enough from me because I'm a Celebrities On and I want to go and watch it. Alfie, thank you very much for coming on with your fantastic views, mate.
You sure?
Yeah, no worries, whatever that was. Clive, mate, I'm on one tonight, mate. Fuck, I just watched all that shit. And, do you know what I mean? I've lost a fucking load of dough today and all, which I'm fuming about. But
You
it is
try
what it is.
and do what I just did.
Go on,
And
go on.
James is also mourning the fact that Jamie Lynn Spears will not be on his TV screen after tonight, I think, as well.
I know,
Yeah.
mate. I know.
David, try and do the noise I just did.
Nah, mate. I do no noise, mate. No noise. Whatever that was, do you know what I mean? God dear. Can't get the staff. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. That's how from us, yeah. Listen, that's been the player ratings for tonight. Thank God that is over, mate. Yeah. We roll on to Palace at the weekend. Let's hope for a positive result. I hope you all like the new intro. I made it up last night. More stuff is coming on E20, so please do subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell and all that. And we will see you
Long
again
live
next.
Thomas Suchek.
Yeah, long live indeed.
No,
Man,
thanks to people quick. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Happy Amaret. Thank you, Ralph enjoying the sun. Ronnie, Happy, I've said Happy Amaret. Paul G, Marco, Brian, Trudge, Ronnie Bubble. Anyone I've forgotten, thank you for watching the show. And remember,
yeah, whatever he said.